Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Football League preseason tournament for a mod I will be releasing on Friday afternoon. The Franchise Stars Football League for Madden 24, this preseason tournament NFC title game features the Philadelphia Eagles visiting the Green Bay Packers from Lambeau Field. The Eagles pulling off dramatic upset wins over the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The Packers looked a bit lackluster in taking down the Chicago Bears and had a dogfight through the first half against the Detroit Lions before breaking out in the second half of that game and showing the force that the Packers may well end up being in the NFC this upcoming season. There you see Timmy Brown, who had the dramatic last-second kick return to pull off the upset of the Cowboys in Dallas in the opening round. He will field the kickoff here to get this game going. Ryan Longwell will kick it off for the Packers. Again, if you are new to watching, first of all, thank you for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated. To get the custom playbooks to hold, I have to do the opening kickoff and the first play from scrimmage to get the custom playbooks to stay. One of those fun Madden glitchy kind of things that you have to do to work in order to get the game to function. I suppose I'll say as it should. I know EA has said repeatedly the game isn't really designed for CPU versus CPU mode, which I get. So I'm asking it to do something that it will not normally do. But even so, you can get it to do things. Just have to put in some work on it. Fortunately, I love putting in the work. So I appreciate you tuning in here. The Eagles will start off from their 31 after a nice return by Brown there. Here's LaShawn McCoy. Tries to go up the middle, and Ray Nitschke blows that play up right off the bat. Loss of 1. Now what we'll do is we will set these controllers to the middle, and everything will be in computer mode from here on in, and we'll just watch it with you all like a regular broadcast. So this Packers defense certainly has potential to be outstanding. Nitschke leads the linebacking core. Their secondary is very solid, led by Herb Adderley and Leroy Butler. Jalen Hurts leads this Eagles offense. Hurts basically single-handedly led that comeback against the 49ers. Swings this one wide, a little tight end out mode. Grab there. Charles Young, 2-yard reception as Cyro 329 checks in. How are you, my friend? So put it CPU versus CPU mode. Well, no, you have to get it. If you put it in CPU versus CPU mode, it reverts to in-game playbooks. It won't hold a custom playbook. So that's why I have to start it that way. This has been tested by a bunch of people long before I got into doing this. And they determined that the custom playbooks only get held if you run that kickoff and a play from scrimmage, and it kind of locks them in for whatever reason. Sorry, Cyro. Sorry, you're saying EA put in the mode for the Simmers. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how big it is, but I know a bunch of other people try to do it. So I think CPU versus CPU. I think a lot of people you get a lot of older fans in to use the game that way. I think, because it plays a good game of football. It's all the other silliness that you have to deal with that really kind of turns you off to it. 2nd and 7. Hurts play action there to McCoy. Fires over the middle, complete, man open. Mike Quick down inside the Packers 40. He'll be spotted at the 35. Hurts is 3 for 3 off the bat. 21-yard strike there to Mike Quick. Right down the heart of the field, and the Eagles driving here at Lambeau. Good block down the field there from, I believe that was Jeremy Macklin. Exactly. Old equals no stick skills equals Simmer. Hurts in the shotgun here. Has some time. Hurts is going to keep it. The middle opens up for him. He's got a first down and more. Holds on to it. They probably don't want to see him fight off a tackle like that. And Hurts is actually going to come off the game. Trying to stretch out his shoulder. So this is going to be something to watch. Carson Wentz is coming in for Jalen Hurts. If you remember, Hurts was hurt on the first play of scrimmage in the game against the 49ers. Carson Wentz came in relief of him and threw an interception in his one pass. And Hurts returned to the lineup on the following drive. So we'll keep an eye on Jalen Hurts on that Eagles sideline. But for now, this is Carson Wentz's offense from the shotgun. Wentz looks end zone, incomplete. Nelson Aguilar on a skinny post down the middle. Looked like he got the inside track on his man, but Wentz couldn't complete the pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 19. Wentz in the shotgun again. Changing something up. Draw play there to McCoy. McCoy, a little bit of interference in his own backfield there. McCoy able to pick up a yard. Clay Matthews Jr. on the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 18. Sam Baker kicking into a net on the Eagles sideline. Wentz in the shotgun. Looks. Pass incomplete. Looking for his tight end, Pete Retzloff. Ray Nitschke drops into coverage there. Hangs with him. Wentz can't thread the needle. And Baker will come on for what should be a 35-yard field goal to try to give the Eagles a lead on their opening drive. Baker a bit erratic. Puts this one up, though. Looks like it's good, and it is. I wish they did the field goal view from behind the kicker, because from that broadcast booth view, it's kind of hard to tell. You have to kind of look, basically, if the team name placard comes up along the top, that's how you know the kick went through. But it'd be nice to be able to watch that from either behind the goalpost or behind the kicker. But on the list of EA transgressions when it comes to display and stuff like that, that one is minor. So Baker will kick it off here. The Packers will get their first crack at it. Herb Adderley back to receive the kickoff. Baker's kick. Adderley will take it from the 2. Out across the 15, out across the 20. Adderley gets out across the 25 to the 27. And that's where Brett Favre and the Packers will start off. This Green Bay offense, Jim Taylor in the backfield along with Aaron Jones. He's got Devontae Adams, James Lofton, Max McGee out there as receivers. Packers could be potent, to say the least here. Handoff, here's Taylor. Taylor tries to get outside. He's brought down. Loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Chad Clifton, left tackle there, coming out of the game to be checked upon. Again, Jim Taylor, regularly a fullback, but he's also the best running back on the Packers. So they're going to use him a bit, both as halfback and fullback. 2nd and 11. Favre fires. He's got a man open. That's complete. James Lofton out across the 45. He'll be spotted down at the 48. 21-yard reception. Quinton Michael with the tackle as my dog goes nuts in the background. It means that my wife got a package delivered from Amazon. 9:48 left here in the opening frame. Handoff. Taylor tries to pop it outside for a couple, and that's what he gets. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 50. Sports Simulation Spectator with Mike Green checking in. How are you, my friend? It is good to see you. I appreciate you tuning in. Nice to see you here on an afternoon broadcast. I know they tend to be a little bit lesser in terms of views, but that's all right. It's when I had time to do things, as I'm working tonight, and I'm trying to finish this preseason tournament before the regular season launches on Friday. James Lofton beats his man, and Lofton's off to the races. Touchdown, Green Bay. James Lofton, on an out route, makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and breaks free. Favre to Lofton. He got a step. I believe that's Herm Edwards in coverage. And Lofton beats his man, scampers to the end zone, and the Packers answer the field goal attempt. with a touchdown, pending the extra point from Ryan Longwell here. Longwell's kick is up and good. 4 plays, 72 yards in a minute 29. The Packers hold a 7-3 lead. 9:01 left here in the first quarter of this Franchise Stars Football League preseason tournament NFC title game. Again, if you're new to the project, the Franchise Stars Football League concept is a bit of a twist on the usual Franchise Stars Legends roster. I've created 1,600 players across all of these teams. Each franchise has a master player pool of 130 players. 50 were taken at random for year one. The rest will be created as rookie draft classes that will come in each season. That will give this a real franchise career aspect to it as opposed to just a one-and-done Legends kind of season. Timmy Brown brings that one out across the 30. He's brought down, and it appears, at least for the moment, Carson Wentz is going to stay in this game. So Jalen Hurts scrambled for a first down earlier. Tried to fight off a tackle. He got the first down, but also got an injury to his shoulder. As of now, Jalen Hurts is not ready to return. Wentz completes that one, his first completion. Over the middle of Jeremy Maclin for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. Down to the 39. Dave Robinson with the tackle there. There's movement. That's probably going to be a false start. And it is. So 5 of the 7 yards gained on first down get lost on the false start. It'll go from 2nd and 3 to 2nd and 8 from the 34. Shotgun formation. Wentz passes behind him, but it's caught anyway. And look out, folks. We might have a shootout brewing here. Touchdown, Eagles. Nelson Aguilar on a ball that was behind him from Carson Wentz, able to reel it in and then beat the defender. Big plays here in quarter number 1. We haven't had a legitimate shootout throughout this tournament. This one showing early signs of possibly turning into it. Pending the extra point, 10-7 Philadelphia. Sam Baker. Extra point is up and good. 2 plays, 73 yards, 46 seconds. That's not really a drive. That's just explosiveness. Both these teams have talent on defense. They're actually both thought of as a little bit more defense heavy than offense heavy. One big pass play from either side has put that into question. Baker with the kickoff. Taken by Adderley from the 6. Out across the 20, out across the 25. Nice return by Adderley. He'll bring it out to the 32. And that's where the Packers will start out. It's a lot of total yards already, almost 200 total yards between the two teams. We're not even midway through quarter number 1. Favre drops back under pressure. Down he goes. Reggie White introduces himself to Brett Favre. Sack for a loss of 11, back at the 22. Looked like they gave White half a sack there. He got a little bit of help, a final push there from the end. Jerome Brown coming in to help. Of course, Jerome Brown, real life, his career tragically cut short. More importantly, his life tragically cut short. 2nd and 21 for the Packers. Bad snap. Favre was able to hold on to it. Stands right in the pocket. Fires complete. Mark Chamorro along the sideline on the out route. Out to the 44. That'll move the sticks. It's a first down. 23-yard strike from Favre to Chamorro. So far, neither one of these offenses playing the little short, quick hit game. Taylor the lone setback. Favre hands it to him. Taylor tries to get outside. Beats one man, but is brought down. Not much doing there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the plan is to do this preseason tournament championship game tomorrow. On Thursday, I will do a preview video previewing the season, detailing some things I have to do to get this to work in franchise mode that I'm not able to do in the roster set I'll put out for the masses to download if they're so inclined. Kind of walk people through changes they might have to make in franchise mode if that's how they want to use the set. Stephonte Adams reels that one in. And then the season will kick off on Friday here on the channel. First game will be Lions at Chiefs. We'll do 3 streams per each real-life game week. Jim Taylor, stiff arm, beats a man, pops outside. So Taylor, his best run of the game, down to the 17. And so far in the early going, neither of these defenses has been able to do much. Jim Taylor throws Seth Joyner to the ground. Big stiff arm here. Check that out. Down goes Seth Joyner. Joyner, a very sure tackler. Jim Taylor, unimpressed. We approach the 5-minute mark here in quarter number 1. Favre, short drop. Pass over the middle, complete. Max McGee. He's popped as he grabs it. But he does hold on, even though he looks a little worse for wear. Pickup of 6, down to the 11. It'll be 2nd and 4. Dave Lloyd with the tackle. Twin sets, up top and down low. Whole middle of the field is open, and that's what they were looking for. McGee on the slant route. It opens up. McGee finds the seam, and the Packers strike again. Favre connects McGee from 11 yards out. And the Packers regain the lead. Pending the Longwell extra point, it'll be 14-10 Green Bay. Here's Longwell for the extra point. And it's good. 7 plays, 68 yards in 3:33. It is a beautiful night here at Lambeau Field, and we have a shootout in the making. And overall, our scores throughout this tournament have been anywhere from about 14 to 24, 27 points per team. This one looking like it may blow that away, though. Usually what has happened is that the first halves have been defensive, and then the things open up in the second half of it. You saw that in the AFC title game with the Chargers and the Chiefs. Here's Timmy Brown, out across the 20, out across the 25. He'll be wrestled down at the 26. And Carson Wentz stays in the game. Again, Jalen Hurts injured on the opening drive. LaShawn McCoy pops it outside, and McCoy breaks one out across the 40. And the offenses are well ahead of the defenses at this point. Neither team has shown any sign of slowing the other down, let alone stopping. Again, both teams using real-life offensive playbooks. They're using custom, or not the typical defensive playbooks. They're using the multi-defense book in this one, as most teams do in this until I get to create defensive playbooks. I've created offensive playbooks for any team that drew a coach that is not the current coach, which is the case in most cases. The Cowboys are built around Tom Landry's playbook per Action PC Football. Don Shula coaches the Dolphins, etc. But the Eagles drew Sirianni, and the Packers drew Mike McCarthy. So they are using the playbooks that come with the game in both of those cases. Aguilar reels that one in. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the 48. This might be the first third down we've seen to this point. Packers looking to finally become the first team to stop a drive. Wentz has protection, throws it over the middle, complete to Aguilar, and the Eagles convert the first down to the Green Bay 42. Nelson Aguilar broke that big touchdown. He's kind of the third receiver on this team between Mike Quick, who's their lead receiver, and Jeremy Macklin. But Aguilar has had a fine tournament. Wentz in the shotgun, McCoy. McCoy goes off tackle, and McCoy breaks a tackle. Down inside the 25, down inside the 20 to the 16. McCoy breaks it loose. 71 rushing yards already for the Eagles. Willie Davis finally brings him down, but neither defense, at the risk of beating a dead horse here, neither defense has been able to stop the other. 4 drives, 4 scores. This is drive number 5. Pressure up the middle. Wentz hit as he throws, gets it out to Retzlaff, who can't hold on. Ken Ellis there on the hit. Leroy Butler in the area as well. It'll be 2nd and 10. If you have not subscribed as of yet, I hope you will enjoy what you hear enough to do so. If you have subscribed already, I greatly appreciate your support of the channel. Kindly bang that like button. Either way, YouTube loves that. Wentz dumps it off. LaShawn McCoy with the carry, or with the reception, I should say. Down inside the 10. They'll spot it at the 9. It'll be 3rd and 4 as we near the end of quarter number 1. Wentz in the shotgun. It's a tight set here. 3-step drop. Quick out. Complete. Young tries to get in. He can't do it. Makes the catch. We'll have a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Good tackle to keep him out of the end zone. That'll bring us to the end of quarter number 1 here at Lambeau. Packers 14, Eagles 10, but the Eagles pounding on the doorstep. Neither team running the ball much to this point. No reason to when the passing attack for both has worked as well as it has. Wentz, handoff. McCoy, in up the middle for the score. Touchdown, LaShawn McCoy, and the Eagles reclaim the lead. And we have now had 5 offensive possessions in this NFC Championship game, and 5 possessions have ended with points. EA totally overdoes that dive into the end zone animation. Virtually any close play, short yardage to the goal line run like that. If a guy gets into the end zone, he dives in. A little bit silly, but again, on the list of EA transgressions, that one is minor. So the Eagles reclaim the lead, a second into quarter number 2. It seems like that was a little bit of a slow clock. That play should have taken off more than a second. Russian judges controlling the clock. Old Olympic reference that many people might not get, so I'm dating myself a bit. That's all right. Baker with the kickoff. Adderley takes it from the 8. Out across the 20, out across the 25, brought down around the 30. And that's where the Packers will take over. Favre 4 of 4 for 56 yards on the last drive. Again, neither team running the ball much to this point. Handoff, there's Jim Taylor. Taylor cuts it back. Good chunky yardage out across the 35 to the 37. It's a pickup of 7. 5 carries for 31 yards for Taylor. Taylor again, the lone setback. We have not seen Aaron Jones as of yet. Give it to Taylor again. Up the middle, nothing much doing there, but he pulls his way ahead for the first down. The powerhouse, real-life Hall of Famer, Jim Taylor, pulls his way out to the 41. Moves the chains for the Packers. It's a first down. John Brockington in at the fullback slot for Green Bay. Again, the player pool for all these teams is from 1960 to present. Taylor up the middle, Reggie White and company grab him and bring him down, but it's another 6-yard chunk for Jim Taylor. A little slow to get back to his feet after that one, but seems to be staying in the game. Favre's in the shotgun. There's Aaron Jones as the lone setback. Fake to him, nothing doing. Pass intended for Davante Adams, incomplete. That's Favre's first miss to this point. He's 6 of 7. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4 from the 48. Two tight end set. Loaded up to the right. Favre drops back. He's looking downfield. That's a deep strike. He's got a man. Touchdown, Brett Favre to James Lofton. His 2nd score of the game. And the Packers have come right down the field. The big strike from Favre to Lofton. And the Packers strike again. Lofton reels it in. And Green Bay has reclaimed the lead. Our good friend Tim, Clee Baseball Fan 879, tuning in. How are you, my friend? I hope all is well with you, sir. We have got a shootout brewing here at Lambeau Field. 5 plays, 69 yards in 2 minutes, 8 seconds. And throughout this tournament, it has tended to be offenses slow to get going in the first half, and it's picked up in the second half. This game is flipping the script. 21-17, 2 minutes and change into the second quarter. There have been 6 possessions. All 6 have ended up in points. Very good. Check out Tim's channel if you're a baseball fan. 2007 ALCS coming up later. I guess that's what, around 6:30 Eastern you're doing that? Is it 5 hours? Go ahead, check that out. Tim does a fine job with that stuff. And off, Jalen Hurts is back in the game for the Eagles. Pass there is incomplete. Again, if you're joining us late, Jalen Hurts was hurt on a run on the opening drive of the game. Popped his shoulder, but he is back in the game now. Carson Wentz did a fine job in his stead. Hurts in the shotgun. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Swings it out wide to the right. Taylor. Driven out of bounds. Dave Robinson drives him out. 3rd and 5. Hurts, short drop, looks, swings it to the sideline. Diving grab, and it's reeled in. Nice play, Jeremy Maclin. We'll see if they review that one. I'm not sure those feet got in. Oh, maybe. There has not been a challenge flag dropped as of yet. The Eagles are going to try to get to the line here before anybody is any the wiser. Does not appear it'll be challenged. So the catch counts out at the 40 and the chains move. 1st and 10, Philadelphia. Hurts. Pass there, incomplete. Intended for Maclin, Jair Alexander. We had that big pick 6 to lock up the semifinal win for the Packers against the Lions. They're on the coverage. Hurts steps up, throws, complete. Hits McCoy out of the backfield. And you saw there, obviously it worked out to be a fine play, but Hurts stepped up, looked like he was going to run, and then reconsidered it. Not sure if that was just because he saw McCoy get into space, or Hurts perhaps, given the injury earlier on, shying a little bit away from the run. But regardless, the Eagles are in business here. Down to the Packers 29, there's movement there. I believe that'll be on Philadelphia. And it is. So that'll push it back to 1st and 15 from the 34. And off McCoy. Tries to get outside, and the Packers swarm him. Ray Nitschke ultimately drags him down, but he had a heck of a lot of help there. Nick Barnett in on that tackle as well. It'll be 2nd and 14. Shotgun Hurts. Looks, swings it to the right-hand side. Caught. Macklin reels it in, but his pop doesn't get too much out of that. It'll be 3rd and 10 down to the 29. Third reception of the game for Jeremy Macklin. Roy Butler tight in coverage there. Hurts backs up into the shotgun once more. Drops back. He's looking. Now Hurts steps up. Well, so much for shying away from running. First down, Jalen Hurts. Pretty identical to the play he got injured on before. He looks fine after this one. And the Eagles are fine as the sticks move again down to the 17. It'll be 1st and 10. That hole in the middle opened up. More than the explosive drives we've had leading up to this point. Hurts, handoff, McCoy, gobbled up. Clay Matthews, nothing doing there. 8 carries for 50 yards to this point, though, for LaShawn McCoy. He'll certainly take that average. 6.25 yards a carry, something like that. That works out to the top of my head. Hard count from Hurts. Green Bay doesn't bite. Throw play, Wilbert Montgomery. Nope, Montgomery picks up the block, cuts down Willie Davis, but Hurts tries to find some loose room, and he can't. Pickett brings him down for the sack. 4th and 7. And Sam Baker will come on for the field goal. Thought maybe Hurts was going to get free when Montgomery laid that nice cut block on Willie Davis. Baker's kick from 31 is up and good, and the Eagles draw back within a point. So we have still had points on every drive of this game. 6:48 left in the first half. 21-20, Green Bay over Philadelphia. Again, this is the preseason tournament. Kind of just done as a preview for my Franchise Stars Football League mod that I have created for Madden 24. I will post that roster in the vault sometime next week. The league will start on Friday. We'll do a little bit of a preview on Thursday, talking about the project and ratings and stuff like that, as well as tweaks to make once you get into franchise mode, things that you can't adjust in the main roster mode, contracts, ages, stuff like that. In franchise mode, I'll be setting everybody to age 22 and be giving everybody a contract that is however many years they played with the franchise that they are with. The max you can give is 7, but it's 1 year to 7 years. Not doing the salaries, turning off the salary cap. There will be trades, there will be free agency, there will be all that stuff in the FSFL going forward. The idea is to have a fun kind of romp through football history as this league progresses, much in the same way that my popular Franchise Stars Baseball League has done. Year 3 of that will hopefully be going in short order. Favre finds Lofton again. Lofton doesn't break this one for a touchdown, but still a reception. 4 catches for 136 for James Lofton. 2 big touchdown scores. A big part of those 21 points for Green Bay. Inside 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Green Bay from their 40. Pressure coming from the outside, and down he goes. Down goes Favre. Blindside sack. Second sack for the Eagles. Back at the 33. It's a loss of 6. And that'll be 2nd and 16. Favre swings it left-hand side. Complete. There's Lofton. Driven out of bounds before the marker. So Favre 9 of 10 so far. Haven't been many plays, but they've been explosive. The Packers have an interesting situation because they drew Favre and Bart Starr out of their 130-player pool as their two quarterbacks to start year one. Bart Starr obviously would be a starter for a good many other teams in the FSFL. Trades will be a thing as Favre finds Davante Adams along the sideline. Might the Packers trade Bart Starr to try to bolster their roster elsewhere? This is the first time we've called Davante Adams' number. So Adams driven it. They say he hit the ground before he went out of bounds. Wes Hopkins on the tackle. Clock ticks down inside 4 minutes. Green Bay at the Eagles 29. Handoff Jim Taylor. Taylor has an opening. It closes up quickly. Tries to string that one out, but the defense won't let him loose. Bobby Bradley comes up for the stop. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 27. Favre in the shotgun. Aaron Jones, the lone setback with it. Still haven't given Jones the ball on a carry as of yet. That pass incomplete. Favre misses the mark. Byron Evans in coverage. Believe he was targeting Max McGee there. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 27. Apologies there. I cut out for a minute. It looked like on my screen, it looked like the feed had disconnected, so I apologize there if I cut out for a moment. Complete there to Max McGee, down inside the 10, down to the 8. So 1st and goal for Green Bay. Again, every drive has ended in points in this first half. Favre swings it out wide. Jim Taylor pass a little bit behind him. Can't get any momentum going. He's brought down. It'll be 2nd and goal, and that'll get us to the 2-minute warning. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Seth Joyner comes up on the tackle. So 2 minutes left here in this first half. 21-20 Green Bay. Favre changes things up. Everybody scatters. Trips down on the low side. Taylor's the lone setback. Favre drops. Short pass complete to Davante Adams. He's hit as he makes the catch. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4. Bradley will get credit for the tackle. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Nobody looking to stop anything at this point. Favre again, pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Jerome Brown obliterates Brett Favre. And the Eagles will call a timeout here. Favre hammered, driven to the ground at the 11. That's the 3rd sack for the Eagles. 4th and goal. And Ryan Longwell will come on for the 28-yard field goal attempt to try to extend the Packers' lead to 4 as we head into the half. Or, well, won't directly head into the half. I don't want to cut the Eagles short. They'll have a minute and change left to get down the field. And the way this first half has gone, they may very well do so. Longwell nails it, though. So again, every drive in this first half for both teams has yielded points. Easily the most offensive game we have had in this preseason tournament. Jalen Hurts seems to have shaken off the effects of the earlier shoulder injury. Now we'll see how aggressively the Eagles will play this. Minute 15 left in the half. They do have 2 timeouts to play with. Timmy Brown back looking for a big return. Timmy Brown, I believe, I said this in a previous broadcast, I believe he's got like the third most kick return touchdowns in NFL history. Out across the 20, brought down, looks like the 23 they'll spot it. LaShawn McCoy, 8 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown so far. I got to wonder if the Eagles are going to start to run the ball a little bit more as this game goes on. Again, the passing attack has worked plenty. But trying to get into a track meet, I'm not sure you want to carry that out for a full game. Short pass here. Quick with the reception, he's brought down. Pick up a 5 out to the 28. We'll get down inside a minute. Only the second reception from Mike Quick. Herb Adderley with the tackle. No huddle offense. Hurts in the shotgun. He's got McCoy to his right. Not much of a drop. Looks incomplete. Intended for Retzlaff. That one short hopped the Roy Butler. If that ball stayed in the air a little bit longer, Butler might have had a crack at a pick. Instead, it's an incompletion. 3rd and 5. Green Bay hoping for a stop here. They might be able to get the ball back with a little bit of time on the clock. The Packers do have all 3 of their timeouts. Ertz drops back, looks to the left-hand side, complete. McCoy out of the backfield. No. They say the foot came down out of bounds. We're going to see if there's any kind of a challenge there. That looks like it might be the right call, though. I'm not sure if Nick Sirianni is going to challenge it or not. He will not. Tommy Hutton will come on to punt for the Eagles. And the Packers will get the ball back. Hutton's punt fielded at the 29. Looking to create a little bit of space there. I believe that's Reggie Cobb on the punt return. So quite a half for James Lofton. That's a game's worth of work. 5 catches, 150 yards, and 2 scores. Both touchdown receptions. More than 50 yards. That's how you pad your totals. Favre in the shotgun. Looks, Mark Chamorro right down the middle. Chamorro down inside the 40. Loses the ball. We got to see who recovered it. I believe Devontae Adams fell on it. Byron Evans forces the ball out. Somebody had a crack at that ball and was unable to come up with it. The Eagles had a chance at a recovery there, but couldn't squeeze it. Now there's going to be a booth review.
The previous play is under review.
We're going to see if that's to determine whether it was a fumble or to determine possession. That kind of looked like it was popping out before Chamorro hit the ground. We'll see from this angle. Yeah, it was out before he hit the ground. So that is a fumble. In the end, it's kind of a moot point. You know what? I didn't see the clock, Tim, so it's down to 25 seconds now. I don't think it was that low, so maybe they did run. Maybe they did run time. And it's all kind of a moot point. Picked off Seth Joyner, and Joyner may have some room. Runs it back across the 45. So Favre, who has been so good in this first half, throws the first pick. Now back-to-back drives don't end in scores. The first 2 of the first half. Seth Joyner intercepts it. It's intended for Chamorro. Joyner steps in. Now we'll see. There's not much time left in the half. Sam Baker does not have a great leg. We'll see how aggressive the Eagles try to get here. 19 seconds left. That is the first turnover of the game. They're at the 47. You got to really get inside the Packers 30 to give Baker a real shot. Corner route there to Quick along the sideline. Misses the target. Is out of bounds. Incomplete. It will be 2nd and 10. Yeah, that one I know, Tim, but I think there's also a clock. I thought I remember there being a clock thing also with that. I thought the clock thing was what you were referring to. Retzlaff makes the catch. Timeout for the Eagles. Down to 9 seconds. It's down to the 33. 20-yard strike there. That's a dagger there for the Packers defense. Can't give that up in that spot. Still a 50-yard kick. That's still a bit out of Sam Baker's range. And they've only got the 1 timeout. So you've got to make this one a gain of at least 5, I would think. Swung wide. Aguilar makes the catch. He does get down inside the 30, down to the 28. 4 seconds left. We'll see if they trust Baker. And Baker, an all-time kicker, his lifetime real life long, I think, was 47 or 48. So you're kind of testing his limits. This would be 45 yards. They're going to let him take a crack at it. Baker's kick is up and good. So Sam Baker splits the uprights, gets the Eagles a field goal before the half, thanks to the Seth Joyner interception. 1 tick left on the clock. 24-23 Packers in what has been a wild first half here at Lambeau. Adderley back to return. Hard to believe 4 seconds didn't come off the clock on that. Kick taken. Short kick from the 12. Adderley is absolutely hammered. Dave Lloyd. A big tackle, and that's how the first half comes to a close. 24-23 Green Bay. We are not lacking action in this one, that's for sure. And that little play tally there, that graphic that ran, is totally incorrect. It says that the Eagles have only run the ball 8 times. The Packers have only run the ball 7. But I know that Jim Taylor has at least 10 carries so far. So that is clearly not right. I think it may not adjust it. If you audible at the line, I think it may not register as the audible. So if you audible from a pass to a run, it still counts it as a pass. So there's something glitchy happens in that play count kind of thing. The tally at the end of the game is right. But there's a few of those graphics that are right. The pop-up about like player tackles is off a bit also. Well, we have not been lacking for action in this one. The San Diego Chargers sitting back awaiting the winner of this for the preseason tournament championship. Again, the actual regular season will start here on the channel Friday night, 8 p.m. The Detroit Lions head into Kansas City to face the Kansas City Chiefs. Kickoff taken by Adderley. Adderley out across the 20, stopped at the 24. I'll detail, I have a process for how I'm doing what games I'm going to quick sim, what games I'm going to live stream, what games I'm going to let play out, but not broadcast. I'll go through all of that in a video I'll do here on the channel on Thursday. Favre under pressure, throws and just wants to get that one away. So the second half opens up with an incompletion. 24-23 Green Bay. Aaron Jones is the lone setback. Favre changes things up here. McGee comes down to the south side. Favre, quick hit there, and there's McGee. Out across the 40, out across the 45. He'll be brought down at the 46. Shot down the seam. That's the 4th reception of the game for Max McGee. Jim Taylor now the lone setback. Here's a shotgun. Favre looks complete. There's Lofton down to about the 30. Lofton kind of giving a little taunting there at the end of the play. Bobby Bradley on the tackle. Mike McCarthy putting Favre in the shotgun virtually every play, it seems. Down to the left side, Davante Adams covered well by Wilson, Brendan Wilson, there to break that one up. Favre trying to slip it in to Davante Adams. 2nd and 10. Favre in the pocket, has protection, hits Chamorro, who takes a pop but holds on. 1st and goal, Green Bay down at the 7. Wes Hopkins lays the wood to Chamorro, but he holds on for the grab. First and goal for Green Bay. Play action. Favre over the middle, incomplete. On bunting and coverage there for the Eagles. Both these teams wearing 1980s uniforms. Again, when I do these live streams, I will usually opt for the older uniforms for any team, just by virtue of the historic nature of the project. Favre under pressure, hit as he throws, and he airmails that one down the tunnel. Favre tastes the grass. The Eagles get good pressure on. Here's 3rd and goal. Aaron Jones in as the running back. Again, Jones has been in this game on a bunch of plays, but he hasn't gotten the ball as of yet. Favre looks, corner, touchdown, Mark Chamorro. Favre finds Chamorro, the Packers strike again. And Brett Favre is having himself a hell of a day. James Lofton's yards after catch before certainly helped. But one of those 2 long touchdown receptions for Lofton was Favre hitting him on a dime on a deep route. Favre certainly gets credit there, but gets credit here as well. Hits Chamorro. Pending the extra point, Ryan Longwell will try to make this an 8-point game. And he does. 8 plays, 75 yards, and 225. 12:32 left in the 3rd. The Packers open up the 2nd half with a touchdown. It's 31-23 Green Bay. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what the most points was in a tournament game. I know when the Raiders blew out the Broncos, that one got high. That was 40-something to like 16, if I remember right. But this game may well end up with the most total points. And the tournament largely has been pretty average, tilting defensively. This game has not been that. So the Eagles will get to work. Jalen Hurts and company. Ray Nitschke trying to fire up the Packers defense. Hurts rolls to the right. Short throw there, complete. Looked like that was Macklin. Pick up of 5 out to the 28. It'll be 2nd and 5. Hurts, no real drop, stays in the pocket, swings it wide for Retzloff. It's incomplete. Hurts now 11 of 17. Potentially big 3rd down here. Green Bay would love to start this 2nd half with the tone that they can actually stop the Eagles at some point. Hurts looks, throws, right-hand side, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Good coverage there from Herb Adderley. Charles Young wants a flag. He's not going to get it. Nick Sirianni seems to want a flag as well. He too will be disappointed. So here's Tommy Hutton with the punt from the 28. And now if the Packers can get another scoring drive under their belt here, the Packers can try to take a little bit of control of this game. Reggie Cobb breaks that punt open for a little bit, out close to the 40. That's exactly where they'll spot it, and that's where Favre and the Packers will take over. Favre has been exceptional. He has thrown the 1 pick, but other than that, he has been lights out so far for Green Bay. He drops down the left side. Complete. Nice grab. Max McGee keeps the feet in. First down to the Philadelphia 36. Fifth catch of the game for Max McGee. And somebody blew an assignment. That's a heck of a grab by McGee. Gets the toes down and keeps hold of the ball for the reception. Handoff, Jim Taylor. Taylor tries to cut it back, gets a couple out of it. It's his 2nd and 8. Down to the 34, Byron Evans with the stop. Mike Silva, how are you, my friend? It is great to see you, sir. I hope all is well with you. Are you going to do the Field of Dreams broadcast later, Mike, or is just somebody else going to end up doing it tonight? I know you had asked about it before, but I didn't know if that meant that you were going to do it or if somebody else was. Favre looks for Lofton and just leads it out of his reach. It'll be 3rd and 8. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Yeah, I know you've been doing a lot of stuff in the Discord, and one thing, I can't stream from the PS5 into the Discord channel, or I would do it in there sometime. If I can figure out a way to, I'll at least drop some of the baseball stuff into the Discord once I can. But I don't think I can stream from the PS5 into the Discord. Pass there, complete to Chamora. Chamora goes out of bounds at the 13. There you go. Do one on YouTube. Mix it up a little bit. Well, didn't Tate do one where he streamed it on YouTube, but like he fed it into the Discord? So you might be able to do both. Mr. Green, I appreciate that, sir. Thank you so much. Pass there, intercepted. I believe that's Seth Joyner again. No, Byron Evans. So Favre, who has been terrific, is picked off for the 2nd time. If you're a Green Bay fan, let me know if you've heard that before. And Favre just missed his man there. I believe he was looking for Chamora on the cross. Put it a little bit out ahead of him, and Byron Evans picks it off. And the Eagles with a big stop there. Hurts swings it to the left. Aguilar with the completion only picks up 3. I get it, Mike. I get it. Well, wherever it's at, I will try to tune in. I will be working, but I'm working from home tonight because I know at work I have a hard time. I can't tune into the Discord streams live from work. I guess work has it blocked or whatever, but I'm working from home tonight. We had snow here, and I told people they could work from home tonight, largely because I wanted to work from home tonight. So I'll try to tune into that wherever you end up doing it. But if you're on YouTube, I'll have no issues either way. 3rd and 5 from the 11. Again, the actual league will kick off on Friday, trying to get this preseason tournament wrapped up. Before then, Hurts looks over the middle for Macklin, but it's batted down at the line. And the Eagles can't turn the Byron Evans interception into anything, and they will have to punt. The Packers will get the ball back in good field position. Yeah, it's going to be 8 to 12. Good. Well, we weren't supposed to get that much. We were supposed to get like 5 to 8. It's probably going to end up on the short end of that. We'll probably end up with like 3 to 5. Big trick from when I lived in Buffalo, I learned. Put the salt down before the snow ever comes. You don't have to deal with ice at the bottom of it, and it makes it all much easier to scoop away. Only good thing from living in Buffalo was learning that. So here's Favre. Packers start in Eagles territory. Pass there is incomplete. Favre has thrown a pair of picks, but he's also thrown 4 touchdowns and is closing in on 400 yards. Easily the highest output of any quarterback in this preseason tournament. Pass there complete. Max McGee down inside the 25. Well, it does Yes, it does guarantee that you're doing slush, but if you get out there early enough, you can just kind of push it. And that's generally what I do. I get out into the driveway and I just push everything to the edges. So when I'm not really trying to lift and throw, and just kind of try to get everything pushed a bit out of the way. But thankfully, we haven't had a real heavy snowfall down here on Long Island. 1st and 10 from the 22. Favre, pass, end zone, touchdown. And it's Chamorro again. Favre to Chamorro. 5th touchdown pass for Brett Favre. 2nd one to Chamorro. And the Packers, since halftime of the Lions game, this Green Bay offense has been on fire. And right now, the Eagles just can't do anything to stop them. Extra point from Ryan Longwell. 3 plays, 44 yards. And that interception from Byron Evans looks like a long time ago. Mike, enjoy the rest of your day at work, man. I will see you on your stream later on tonight, but appreciate you checking in. So Timmy Brown back to return for what's going to be a huge drive for the Eagles. They now trail by 15. It's the first time in this game, as offensive as it's been, that either team has gotten a 2-score advantage. Hurts in the shotgun. Play action. Hurts is going to keep himself, tries to get outside. Leroy Butler comes up for the stop. Hurts picks up 3, but certainly was hoping for some more there. Remember, Jalen Hurts took it over late in that game against the 49ers, and Hurts pretty much single-handedly led that comeback. The 49ers had that game under control. And then the Jalen Hurts show took off, and the Eagles came back. We'll see if Hurts tries to do the same here. Pass to the right side, batted away. Nicely done. I believe that was Ken Ellis getting up there for the tip away. Good pass defense there. 3rd and 7. Crowd getting loud here at Lambeau. Hurts looks down the left side, incomplete, and it's a 3 and out, and the Eagles are in trouble. Their offense has stopped clicking. And unfortunately for them, their defense hasn't started clicking in conjunction with that. Yes, I know Byron Evans had the interception, but still, Green Bay has moved the ball. Continued to move the ball well in this second half. Fair catch on the punt. Packers will take over from their 34 with a chance. It's a little early to say drive the nail in the coffin, but 38-23, and with the ball, Green Bay can put their stamp on this one. Swung wide, complete. Bubba Franks, his first reception of the game, picks up 6 out to the 40. Holly the Bernedoodle has come to lay next to me by my side here. The world's greatest dog. Get down around the 6-minute mark here in quarter number 3. Favre drops, swings to the right, incomplete. One thing you'll see in this league, so when I built the league, I was targeting to get things, I wanted to play like late 80s, early 90s style football. So I want there to be a little bit more running. Obviously, if a team draws a modern coach, they're going to pass the ball more, and that's fine. But I didn't want every team playing like that, which is one of the reasons why I did the whole thing with getting custom coaches and custom playbooks and stuff like that. And I've gotten things where I really like them for the most part. Again, I know this game has been offensive, and the Packers are going to go 3 and out here. First time that's happened in this one. So the Eagles defense makes a stand. to try to give their offense a chance to get back into this game. And all the stats on the whole have really looked good, except that the sack totals have been a bit high. And if you saw the early games of this tournament, this preseason tournament was really designed as testing for the actual league to start. And I had a couple of games where there were sacks. The Vikings, who probably have the best pass rush in the league, the Vikings put up, I think, 11 sacks in the one game. I think the Chargers may have had 10. And I've adjusted the sliders. I've gotten it down where you're not getting sack totals like that anymore. I was hoping that teams were going to get like between 2 and 4 is probably what you'd get per game in like late 80s, early 90s. Because these defenses are so loaded, I'm okay with like 4 to 6, and I'm getting into that range on a pretty regular basis. I wouldn't want more than that, because then it kind of gets to be a little bit ridiculous. But if you're settling in, I'd still ideally like to get it like between 3 and 5. But if you adjust, the problem with Madden, as McCoy is stopped there, it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 23, is you mess with one slider and it impacts like 3 different things. So you kind of end up with a point of diminishing returns if you start messing with one thing. And it starts impacting other things, then you just kind of end up chasing your tail a bit. So you have to kind of compromise and work a little bit within the limitations of the game. Hurts takes off, out across 25, out across the 30. Willie Davis brings him down just shy of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. 3rd tackle for Davis. Hurts gets out to the 32, but was unable to get all the way to the marker. 3rd quarter, I can't believe you're really going to go for it in this situation on the 4th and short in your own territory. Can't afford to miss there. So Tommy Hutton will come on to punt. Defenses are finally starting to get the better end of this battle on the last few drives. Reggie Cobb looks for a return, slips out across the 30, out to about the 35, where he's brought down. So Green Bay up 15, 3:45 left in the 3rd quarter. Favre changing things up here at the line. Quick throw over the middle, complete to Lofton, out across midfield, down to the Eagles' 40. And Brett Favre, that yardage total is going to end up in the stratosphere by the time this one is done. He's up around 470 at this point. Again, easily. Because I don't think there's been another 400-yard passer in the tournament. I think we've only had one 300-yard passer in the tournament, actually. Pass there to Chamorro. And the Eagles just don't have an answer. I know they stopped them on the 3 and out on the last drive. But other than that, the Packers are just kind of moving the ball at will here. Empty backfield. They're not even contemplating running at this point. They're just going to ride the hot hand of Brett Favre for as long as they can into the end zone. Touchdown. Lofton is hammered by Quinton Michael, but holds on. The Packers are in the end zone again. And this is running the risk of turning into a blowout. Favre to James Lofton on the post over the middle. Big shot there, but Lofton holds on. His 3rd touchdown reception of the game. And Longwell on for the extra point. Puts Green Bay up 45-23. One thing that the game doesn't let you do, so if you use a coach's playbook, so like Mike McCarthy, of course, the Cowboys coach, but he was the Green Bay coach for a long time, and in this project, he was drawn as the Packers coach. But I can have the Packers use McCarthy's playbook, but I can't put the Mike McCarthy image. So I can't actually have Mike McCarthy on the sideline with them. I can just have them use his playbook. So I have to make a fake Mike McCarthy in franchise mode, which seems beyond stupid, but the kind of thing that EA just doesn't, they just don't think about stuff like that. Again, I always question that these companies, for anything that's out of the primary mode, for anything that like requires customization, if they really have people test them out, or if they just say, we'll just kind of let people do it and see what, and work within our limitations. So that seems to me to be a pretty basic thing. If you're going to give people the opportunity to do any kind of customization in franchise, why not let you move coaches around? So Hurts hits Retzloff there. 2nd and 2 from the 29. Flag on the play. That'll be a false start. As things go from bad to worse for the Eagles. Hurts, 3-step drop, quick little slant, caught, and Aguilar stays on his feet, and he might be off to the races. Whittington can't get him, Ellis can't get him, and Aguilar has his second big reception of the game, and the Eagles trying to keep themselves within striking distance. Missed tackle there, and Aguilar gets off to the races. Herb Adderley missed that first tackle. So the shootout isn't over yet. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion here. Try to get it to 14. Slant incomplete. So it's 16 points. It's still a 2-score game, though you do need the 2-point conversion on both instances. But the Eagles keeping hope alive, at least for the moment. This is now easily the highest scoring game in this preseason tournament. 74 points. There has been another game that's been close. And this is not the game I would have expected to turn into this shootout. Of all the games in the tournament, this is not the one I would have expected was going to get to be as high scoring as it has been. Stop there on the return. There you see James Lofton. 8 catches for 221, 3 touchdowns, 2 of those touchdowns over 50 yards. Green Bay has been explosive. Hand off here, Jim Taylor. They go to the ground. And Taylor gets out to about the 40. 11 carries for 61 yards. Taylor's been effective when he's carried it. Just Favre has been so good in this game, Green Bay hasn't had a real reason to run the ball. Eagles have shown no sign of stopping the pass. Favre getting good protection. Rolls right, dumps it off. It's complete. Short gain there to Lofton. Favre is now up over the 500-yard passing mark. Again, if you are watching this and have not seen a prior broadcast, I promise you that is not the norm in this league. I don't think we've had another passer up over 400 yards in the tournament as of yet. Brady might have gone over it in that first Patriots-Steelers game in the first round. Only because I remember that Wes Welker had such a big receiving game in that one. But I don't even think Brady went over 400. Had a couple guys maybe go over 3. But Favre's performance here. That one is jarred loose. It's incomplete. Favre now 27 of 40. Big hit there from Byron Evans on the tight end, Bubba Franks. It'll be 4th and 4. And Green Bay will bring on the punting unit. Try to pin the Eagles deep. So if the Eagles have any hopes of a comeback here, they're going to have to do something on this drive. Here's Brown on the return, out across the 20, out across the 25. There's a flag on the play. And an unnecessary roughness call on Nick Barnett. That'll tack 15 yards on to the end of the play. The Packers will not be happy about that. So that gets the Eagles out to start from their own 42. Early fourth quarter, it has been a shootout and a half here in Green Bay. McCoy picks up 16 on the carry. Down to the Green Bay 42. Hurts, drops back, looks, complete, and coverage all over him, and still made the grab. Is that Brent Seelick, 86? Yes. Seelick's first reception of the game, a 12-yard pickup. Jesse Whittington couldn't have covered him any tighter, but Hurts threads the needle. First and 10 down to the Green Bay 30. Hurts in the shotgun. Fakes into some people himself, tries to get to the outside. Not having any of it, though. Nick Barnett with the tackle. Barnett, of course, just hit with that personal foul a little while ago. Comes through here with the stop. 2nd and 8 from the 28. Hurts looks deep down the left-hand side, end zone, touchdown, Pete Retzloff, and the Eagles are back in it. Hurts drops that one in. Retzloff pulls it in along the edge of the end zone, and the Eagles stay alive. Beautiful throw from Jalen Hurts. Adderley was right with him. So now they'll go for the 2-point conversion to try to get it within 7. Hurts in the shotgun. Looks, steps, throws incomplete. And Barnett getting into it with somebody again. 45-35, Green Bay. We've still got almost 13 minutes left in this ball game. This has just been haymaker after haymaker. Sam Baker will come on for the kick. And the Eagles defense come up with back-to-back stops. Kickoff is taken at the 3. Adderley out across the 20, about the 25, spotted at the 26, and that's where Green Bay will take over. James Lofton, he and Brett Favre have formed quite a connection in this game. We're going to top the 1,000 yards mark in offense in this game. Unbelievable. Just explosive plays all over the place. Lofton has the first down. That one a little bit more economical. Out to the 38. Jim Taylor, the lone setback. Logic would dictate the Packers would start to run more, and here's Taylor, who's driven into the ground hard. Only a pickup of 2. Jerome Brown with the stop. 2nd and 8 from the 40. But the passing attack has just been so incredibly effective in this game. Favre drops, throws incomplete. Again, Favre has thrown 2 interceptions, but he's also thrown 6 touchdowns. So they'll accept the 2 interceptions with that kind of a ratio. This game has been chock full of explosive plays. Favre under pressure is crushed. Reggie White. White got Favre, I believe, on his first pass attempt of the game. And he hasn't really been heard from since, but White announces his presence with authority. If you're a Bull Durham fan, you know that quote. Reggie White, however, not wearing a garter. So Green Bay has to punt. And the Eagles will get the ball back and a chance to get this within a score. Still 10:41 left on the clock. Can Jalen Hurts lead his third big comeback of this tournament? He did it to the Cowboys. He did it to the 49ers. Drops back. Goes short, and two guys in the same zone. Neither come up with it. That one's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Ray Nitschke trying to get the Packers defense in order. Short pass there. Held on to. Nice grab, Mike Quick. Adderley all over him there for the stop, though. It'll be 3rd and 3 from the 38. So we can get down inside the 10-minute mark left in this game. Hurts takes the snap. Quick dump off. Aguilar there all over him. Went for a little wide receiver screen there, and Green Bay read that one in yesterday's paper. Aguilar can't break it loose. Questionable play call by Nick Sirianni there. Jair Alexander comes up for the stop. And that drive ends quickly. So here's Tommy Hutton for the punt. I still think if you're the Packers, you get this ball on the drive, especially because Jim Taylor has been effective, and you haven't even really used Aaron Jones yet. I think Green Bay has to try to get the ball on the ground a bit and try to eat up some clock on this drive. I know the passing game has been absurdly effective to this point. But right now, clock management is your key to closing this game out. But that's not what they're going to do. Favre shakes Reggie White, but cannot shake the second man. Down goes White. That's one of the extra guys in as a sub. Oh, that's funny. A Joe Random player in as a sub for one of the linebackers. I got to check that depth chart. I think because I fixed that in franchise mode, but I didn't fix it here in the main roster. That's why that happened. That's all right. Now they go for the handoff ultra conservatively on 2nd down. Taylor's dragged down by Reggie White. 3rd and 16 from the 12. That was actually a good EA animation, though. White ducking out of the way of the Reggie White sack before ultimately being brought down. Favre drops back near his goal line. That's just Brett Favre losing his awareness. Fortunately, he tried to throw that ball before he got hit. Goes as an incomplete pass, but that was a very dangerous play from Brett Favre. A safety turns this into a one-score game. Bucky Scribner will come on to punt for the Packers. So the Eagles will get great field position here, although that was a fine punt by Scribner. Fair catch from Timmy Brown back at the Eagles 39. 7:49 left in the game. Packers lead it by 10. Hurts over the middle. Complete, not much there. Aguilar picks up 6. Hurts now 19 of 30. Again, both of these defenses figure to be solid. They have been less than solid today. Particularly the Eagles defense that Brett Favre has just carved up. Hurts swings it wide. McCoy along the sideline but steps out. 3rd and 5 from the 44. Shotgun formation. Hurts. Quick out. That one's complete. Aguilar knocked out of bounds inside the Green Bay 45 at the 44. Roy Butler on the stop. Again, Nelson Aguilar is the third receiver, but he's been prominent throughout this tournament. Coming up on 6 minutes left. Hurts over the middle, complete. There's Mike Quick. Quick hit, pickup of 6, only the 4th catch. Radishke on the stop. Shotgun, Hurts. Throws incomplete. 3rd and 4. Jesse Whittington in the coverage for Green Bay. You're going to need 2 scores anyway if you're Philadelphia. So a field goal wouldn't kill you here, but right now at 55 yards, you are out of Sam Baker's field goal range. Eagles need to at least get another first down. Hurts to the side, incomplete. And now the Eagles in a bit of a bind. I think you have to go for it here. Baker is not hitting from 55. I will tell you that right now. He does not have the leg for that. And they're going to go for it. Hurts in the shotgun. 4th and 4. Steps, looks, pass incomplete. He misses the mark. Unable to convert on 4th down, and Green Bay's defense makes the stand. They will take over from their 38. So it's a turnover on downs. The Eagles come away empty-handed, and they could ill afford that. So now we'll see if Green Bay goes to a little more ball control. Rockington and Taylor in the backfield. Taylor has it, and Taylor is stuffed by Reggie White. 15 carries for 66 yards so far for Jim Taylor. Reggie White gobbles that play up, though. No gain, 2nd and 10. Hart looks deep, right side, incomplete. Tried to get it into Max McGee, but Asante Samuel was there for the coverage. It'll be 3rd and 10. Still don't think that's an intelligent play call there. I know you've passed the ball super well all game. Favre has been exceptional. But you're protecting a 10-point lead with 4.5 minutes left. Run the ball and chew the clock. 3rd and 10. Shotgun. Favre. Quick pass there, complete to Lofton, and there's a first down in the Philadelphia territory. So Lofton's been the main target all day. Favre turns to him again. 11th reception for James Lofton, and the clock will get inside the 4-minute mark. Taylor the lone setback. Time is not a friend of the Philadelphia Eagles at this point. Still throwing. Favre looking for all of it. Incomplete. Samuel tight coverage there on Devontae Adams. It'll be 2nd and 10. This game has taken an inordinately long time because of all the passing. This has been such a pass-heavy game between these two teams. That's been a big function of it. Pass there, complete. Devontae Adams. Along the sideline, Green Bay will move the chains again. Adams is knocked out of bounds, though, so that will stop the clock. But with the chains moving, Green Bay will gladly take that trade-off. Favre in the shotgun. Aaron Jones. Set back next to him. Passing again. Complete. Max McGee touchdown, and that'll clinch it. Not sure who was guarding him there, but went for the big hit. McGee rolls off the tackle and into the end zone. And an explosive performance by this Green Bay offense. Asante Samuel, that was not a lesson in tackling. So Favre's exceptional performance continues. Ryan Longwell comes on for the extra point. And with that, the Packers extend their lead back to 17. 6 plays, 63 yards, 52-35 Green Bay. An offense that has totaled 600 yards in this game. Easily the most prolific offensive performance of this preseason tournament. Again, if you are just tuning in and this is your first exposure to the Franchise Stars Football League project, first of all, most importantly, thank you. I appreciate you giving me any of your time. But this has been an uncharacteristic offensive shootout for this tournament. All the games of the tournament are on the channel. They're available for you to watch, to check out. But this has been easily the biggest shootout of this tournament. We had a 12-9 overtime win. The 49ers beat the Vikings. We had other games in the teens, or low 20s, which is where most things have resided. And then this aberration that has been thrilling, for sure. So it's a 17-point game. We're coming up on 3 minutes left. Jalen Hurts running the no-huddle here for the Eagles. Pass over the middle, incomplete. Hurts now 23 of 38. Certainly solid by any measure. But Bret Hart, I'm all right. My old wrestling fandom apparently creeping in there. Bret Favre and the Packers. And that's picked off by Ray Nitschke. And that is an exclamation point for Green Bay. 2:59 left in the game. Hurts is picked off for the first time. Ray Nitschke. 3 interceptions in this game total, all 3 by linebackers. The defensive back hasn't had one of them. So we'll see if Green Bay finally elects to focus on running the ball. Brockington and Taylor in the backfield. There's Taylor up the middle. Pulls ahead, first down. Jim Taylor, big hole opens up. He's now got 77 yards on the ground. This is probably going to take us down close to the 2-minute mark. Not quite. Inside 2:30, 2:20 for the snap. Taylor's the lone setback. And off to Taylor. Reggie White brings him down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 17 carries, 75 yards for Jim Taylor. He's run effectively when they've asked him to do it, but passing has ruled this game for Green Bay, and Bret Favre has been simply exceptional. We'll see if the Eagles even bother to use the timeouts. Hand off to Taylor, down inside the 30. He's brought down, pick up a 3. The Eagles kind of resigning themselves to where this game is at. A game effort. The Eagles have been terrific in this tournament. I don't think the Eagles are going to be one of the top teams in the NFC. The Packers are better. The 49ers are better. The Cowboys, even though the Eagles beat both the 49ers and the Cowboys, are better. Reggie White forces the fumble. Loose ball is picked up. Oh, my goodness. We're going to have a fumble return for a touchdown. Scooped up. Favre is sacked. He loses the ball. A touchdown return for Bernard Wilson. And the Eagles not going to quit as of yet. Not exactly a Joe Pisarcik moment. But Philadelphia, with this extra point, are going to get within 10. 52-42. So Reggie White 2.5 sacks on the game. Jars the ball loose from Brett Favre. Again, passing the ball there is just kind of dumb, frankly. Protecting the lead, just run the clock. So that isn't questionable AI to say the least. For exactly this reason. So now Sam Baker will try the onside kick. Minute 6 left. Eagles do still trail by 10. Onside kick. Takes a hop. It's scooped. Packers recover. Max McGee gobbles it up. And Green Bay fights off the short-term heart attack by the crowd here at Lambeau. We'll see if that wises them up and gets them to just run it out. I formation, Brockington and Taylor in the backfield. And off to Taylor. Taylor covering it up. You can see he's guarding it with both hands. Eagles now will use the timeouts. The Eagles have pretty much resigned themselves to defeat here until the Packers got stupid. Second and 6. Taylor the lone setback. Over Franks. In motion. Stops to give a little blocking help. Taylor runs right at him, and Reggie White hammers Jim Taylor. Eagles will use their second timeout. 3rd and 9. Jim Taylor looking for the license plate of that truck. So Reggie White trying to take things over late here. But again, Eagles are just going to kind of run out of time here. I don't know if there was a game in this tournament that I would have predicted to turn into this kind of a shootout. But this certainly wasn't it. The 49ers can be explosive. Fourth down from the 40. Got to think the Packers will punt here. 57 yards is a bit long for Ryan Longwell, and why would you give up the good field position? Yep. So Bucky Scribner will come on for the punt, but the Eagles will get the ball back. They don't have any timeouts left. Scribner angles it towards the sideline, goes into the end zone for the touchback, and the Eagles will start off from their 20. So 50 seconds left, down 10, no timeouts. You obviously know the pass is coming here. We'll see if Hurts can pull it off anyway. Hurts steps up. He doesn't want to run. He wants to air it out, and he just throws it away. The coverage is good. So in the main flow of a game, I would have no problem with that play. But in this spot, the AI should have him. He's got to be trying to make a pass there. You need 2 scores, and you can't stop the clock at all. And you've got 50 seconds left. He should be airing that out anyway, in that spot. I know AI is hard. People underestimate how hard AI is. It is hard, but there have to be some moments where you just say, whatever your algorithm is that's computing the play, certain things have to override certain other things. And that's a situation where having to throw the ball should override throwing the ball away because the coverage is too good. Hurts airs this one out. Broken up. Jesse Whittington in the coverage, bats it away, and it'll be 4th and 10. Tried to go deep for Aguilar. A last-ditch effort. They, of course, will go for it here on 4th and 10. Hurts over the middle. Complete. Macklin reels it in. He's popped. The chains will move for the first down. The clock will stay in motion. 5th reception for Jeremy Macklin. Again, Eagles can't stop the clock. Get up to the line. You saw the accelerated clock wasn't going there. So even though it was a little bit of a lag between plays, the clock wasn't really elapsing. incomplete pass there from Jalen Hurts. 6 seconds left. And the Packers, though tested in this wild game at Lambeau, will advance to this Franchise Stars Football League preseason tournament championship game against the surprising San Diego Chargers. Chargers, a last-second field goal from Rolf Bernerschka, knocked off the Kansas City Chiefs in the game seen here on the channel yesterday. Aired out by Hurts, incomplete, and that will bring a close to this one. So the Green Bay offense makes a statement. Great Brett Favre, just a fantastic performance. And the by far biggest offensive showing of the FSFL tournament as Hurts and Favre exchange pleasantries in midfield sees Green Bay, before the home crowd at Lambeau, come out of it with a 52-42 victory. 64% for Favre, 53% for Hurts, but 593 and 7 touchdowns for Brett Favre. That is an off-the-charts performance by the Green Bay quarterback. And again, they could have run the ball. I mean, Jim Taylor had over 75 yards rushing, but they just stuck with the pass because why wouldn't you when Favre was playing the way that he was? 29 first downs to 20. 3 turnovers, 2 picks, and a fumble. So, I mean, Favre turned the ball over 3 times. I guess if you can overlook that when the guy throws for 500 yards. But even so, I thought there were more penalties than that, too. Time of possession was just about even. So that'll do it. That was fun. That was exhausting is what that was. That was a tiring game to call. Well, look at the big play. The game chock full of big plays in that first half. Lofton for 50. Aguilar for 66. Lofton for 52. Aguilar for 76, again late. So big plays all over the place. The Brendan Wilson fumble return put an unexpected charge into the waning moments of this game. But that'll wrap it up. I greatly appreciate you tuning in again here for a midday broadcast. I know this is kind of an off time, but this is when I had time to do it. I thought about saving it and then just kind of posting it later on. I figured I may as well post it up now. So again, the preseason tournament championship game will be on the channel tomorrow. Thursday will be a preview of the regular season, what's coming up when I actually release the mod next week, and the season that will kick off on Friday here on the channel. And then Friday we'll see the first game of year 1 of the Franchise Stars Football League. The Detroit Lions will visit the Kansas City Chiefs. Greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me here today. Our good friend Mike Silva was in the chat. Sports Simulation Spectator with Mike Green was here as well. Be sure to check out his channel. Flea Baseball Fan, Tim has a baseball broadcast tonight at 6:30. Be sure to check out his channel for that one. Our good friend Cyro329 was in as well. Until next time, everybody, whenever you're watching this, thank you very much. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. The Packers advance to the preseason tournament championship with a 52-42 shootout win over the Eagles.